Good morning, Scorpio. Welcome to Hoodie Priestess Tarot. I'm Jodine, your host. We'll do a reading for you today, and it's first thing in the morning. That's what time it is. We'll start with the Urban Crow Oracle to see what we're dealing with. It's pretty good at setting the tone of what is coming in an uncanny way. And then I'm going to do your main spread in the Giant Rider-Waite Smith. We'll do a Celtic Cross. That's what I've been doing for everyone this week. And then we'll do clarifications in the White Sabers Tarot. I've got to put this incense out after I use it because it makes my nose run. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what we've got for you. You're the last sign that I'll be doing this week. Yeah, there goes the sniffing already. I apologize ahead of time. Okay, this is for Scorpio. Dear Urban Crow Oracle, what do we have for Scorpio? I haven't checked in with Scorpio for a month, and it'll be a month before we check in with them again, so what do we see here for Scorpio? Thank you. And we'll cut the cards. Scorpio, we have mischief. Mischief is about crows that play games. They will pull cats' tails, dogs' tails. They will pull each other's tails. They'll pull the tail of any animal, really. And sometimes they're actually trying to distract the animal so that they can get whatever it is they want. But most of the time they're just playing. And the number of this card is 31. So if you add 3 and 1 together, you get 4. 4 is a number of stability. Mischief. Crows and ravens have a penchant for pulling tails, dog tails, cat tails, cow tails, even other bird tails. If it has a tail, a crow will feel compelled to pull it. It appears that some may be doing this to distract the animal, but other times it's purely just to get a rise out of the other creature. Mischief indicates that mischief indicates an annoyance, nothing detrimental, just a situation that causes a bit of short-lived grief. You may be the target of someone's delinquency or bad behavior. This card may also indicate that you need to add some innocent mischief or passion in your life. That's interesting now, Scorpio. Is someone pulling your tail, or are you pulling somebody else's, or do you just need to have fun? What's on the bottom of the deck is distraction. Distraction is number 15, which is a 6, and 6 is the number of love. All right, well, let's look at distraction. Two crows work together to distract a dog. The purpose? To steal something it values, something that provides nourishment. It's food. Someone or a situation may be calling you away from what you need to focus on, and as a result, you may end up losing something of value. Where are you turning your attention? Will it prove beneficial or a waste of time and resources? Distraction appears when your attention is focused on daydreaming or engaging in activities that take you away from doing the work that in the end will create success. Here goes the nose. Sorry. Distraction can be as simple as being lured into binging your favorite show, or focusing on a flight of fantasy that will prove to be nothing more than a waste of time. When distraction is pulled in a reading, you may need to consider the situation you are inquiring about, if it is in fact nothing more than a distraction, something that is taking your attention away from more valuable opportunities. It may also serve as a warning that successful conclusion may be at risk due to something drawing your attention away from the goal. Okay, so that's what we have, and we'll just set it here for a moment. Scorpio, I am going to stop the camera, open the door, and I've got to get some Kleenex and blow my nose because it's just too sniffy around here. Be right back. All right. Let's get on to your Celtic cross. Celtic cross spread for Scorpio. And we're looking at a month's worth of time here. It'll be a month before I check in with Scorpio again. So what are we looking at this month? What is Scorpio engaged in? Are there any messages or any counsel or anything Scorpio needs to know? One more shuffle. Okay, now we'll cut the cards. Okay, Scorpio, this card signifies you. It's the Hierophant. Wow, that's quite a... Not only is it a big card, but Scorpio, it's a big card. Okay, and this is what's crossing you. The Magician. Wow, you got some big cards coming out here. So the Magician is crossing you. Interesting. Here's your future. Or no, this is the past, not the future. Wow, we've got some heavy Major Arcana cards here. You're not messing around, Scorpio. So that was the past, the Devil. This is the future. It's the Four of Wands, also known as the 1111 card. This is what you know. Five of Cups. This is what you don't know. The Three of Swords. This is how you see yourself. Scorpio, this is how others see you. This is your hopes and fears. Here's a good water sign card. And this is a possible outcome. And what's at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Well, there's quite a few. These cards are so big. I wanted to rearrange the camera a little bit and try to see how many of them I can get to fit in the focus. All right, so let's look at this now. You've got so many big Major Arcana. You've got yourself as the Hierophant. You're crossed by the Magician. The Devil is here, and we've got Justice here, and we've got the Chariot. There's a lot going on here. So you are represented by the Hierophant. The Hierophant is somebody who's... The Hierophant can represent our institutions in our society. They can represent a state of higher learning. I wonder if you are I wonder if you're a student studying something, or maybe you're a professor, or maybe you're engaged in getting a higher degree, like a master's degree or an MFA or a PhD or something like that. Could be you already have it. The Hierophant is a card of commitments. It can signify marriage. You're crossed by the Magician, which would tell me that your challenge is to obtain the things that you desire, or the situations that you desire, maybe the relationships that you desire. in the past we have some toxic attachments with this devil, or it could be there's a Capricorn in your past, or it could be toxic attachment with a Capricorn. I mean, there's definitely some grief here. So I don't know if you were involved in a toxic situation, because we do have the River of Tears going on here. So there was some loss and some regret. And that's a Cups card. And Cups is the card that would indicate relationships. It's emotions. You know, it's water, it's emotions. And then we also have the Three of Swords on the table. So I don't know if this person actually is a Capricorn or not. It could be for some of you, but there was some attachment there that, or you could have been dealing with an addiction. Either you or the other person. It could have been a relationship that an addiction was involved with. And so what you knew is that you suffered loss and heartache. Okay? It seems to me that what you didn't know maybe was the extent to which another person was also suffering. Maybe you thought they weren't. Maybe they were. And with some suffering going on with them too. It looks like in the future, though, there's an opportunity for a very happy outcome. And I don't know if that's with reconciling with this one person or if there's a new person in the offing. So let's pull some clarifiers so we can get beyond, you know, basic vagaries here. I'm going to use the Light Seers deck. Light Seers, please give me clarification on the Magician and Scorpio's reading. Why is the Magician here? Give me some more detail. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is here twice. This is what Light Seer's Four of Wands looks like. It's that happy community, that happy foundation, that happy well-being life with people in it who are kindred spirits with, you know, no lack. It's a happiness built on something that you've worked on, that you've worked for. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords can be the ability to see clearly. It can be a conversation that we might have, or it could be, the sword is a tool, you know. It could be that in order to obtain this happy life, it seems to be, that's what the Magician wants to create. A happy life with kindred spirits. It could be, if this Ace of Swords is representing a tool, the Magician might need to cut off a toxic attachment somewhere. What's one more? One more clarifier is the Chariot. Now the Chariot is here twice. You've got to move on from something. It looks to me like you want to create a, well, I'm just repeating myself. You want to have a good life. And have people in it that you love and who love you and who understand you and see eye to eye. You're going to have to move off from something. It's something represented by this. The suspense is killing me, Scorpio. Okay, please show me clarification on this Devil card for Scorpio. One more shuffle. Yeah, because whatever this is, it's bringing grief to you, but it seems to me like it's bringing grief to other people in your life too, who may share a happy life with you if it wasn't for whatever this devil represents. Okay, for Scorpio, thank you. And we have the Four of Cups. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Swords. We've got 2 nines here, so 9 is completion. Two nines would indicate there's some kind of completion. What's on the bottom of the deck in the light seers? It's the Three of Swords. We're getting a lot of repeating cards here because you already got 3 of Swords. This is what I was interpreting as other people's pain. Like you didn't realize the extent to which this attachment over here was causing other people's pain. So there it is again. Turn away from something. Turn away from something here that is causing a lot of stress. And what is that? What if that thing is being represented by the Nine of Pentacles? Well, the Nine of Pentacles is the solitary person. It's the unmarried person who builds a lot of riches up through their life and thusly enjoys a very comfortable age. But they are a self-made person. Scorpio, do you need to commit to a relationship with somebody? Does somebody love you and they're waiting for a commitment from you? Because you're sitting here represented by the Hierophant. I mean, I already mentioned all the things the Hierophant could mean, but this Hierophant also stands for the commitments we make. It can signify the marriage card, actually. Does somebody want you to marry them? This can be a marriage celebration. I mean, a really good interpretation is it the foundation of our happy life, but it is also the wedding card. So it looks to me like somebody wants to have a relationship with you. And you have a strong streak of independence. Strong streak of independence that is, they're offering you. I said that this looked like a card of something you should turn away from. Okay, you should turn away from if this relationship is important to you, Scorpios. I think some soul searching is in order. Don't turn away from your life as a single person because the tarot lady said, no, that's not what's going on here. And also this is a card where an opportunity is coming in, but you don't care. You don't care about it. You're focused on 3 cups. So you're focused on whatever you're involved in. Whether you like those 3 cups or not, I don't know. But a 4th cup is coming in here for you, and you just don't even care to look at it. Somebody wants you to love them. Somebody wants you to love them, Scorpio, and whether you should or not is definitely not for me to say. But I think that's what I'm looking at here. I want to look at this grievous... this grief. Please show me the 5 of Cups for Scorpio. 5 of Cups for Scorpio, please. One more shuffle. And we do have the distraction. I don't know what this mischief is all about. It's interesting. Maybe you're kind of a little trickster person, but we do got distraction here. Somebody feels like you're distracted from a relationship they'd like to have with you, or maybe you feel like having a relationship with them would be too much of a distraction for you. Okay. One thing at a time. Jodine. All right, let me see this 5 of Cups. That's what I'm asking to see here. 5 of Cups, please, for Scorpio. show me the Five of Cups. The River of Tears. Here's this little one left on the bottom. Yeah, so we got the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Six of Swords. And we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so whoever this person is, maybe you're just not that into them. Maybe they're into you more than you're into them. Or maybe it's just not the right timing. You're working on something. You could be working on higher ed. Maybe you're working on a degree. Somebody wants to marry you. It's not the right time. You're trying to move away. You're trying to like move this into calmer thought. Because you're pursuing your wishes. Here's the Nine of Cups. That's a card of wish fulfillment. Maybe you're working on a degree here and it's not a good time for you to get married or have a relationship. Sure looks like marriage to me. Plus with the Hierophant on the table. All right. Yeah, sure. Because when I turn over and look at the bottom of the deck now, we've got the Ten of Pentacles here. Ten of Pentacles is like the utmost happy family. This is like the family that has children and generates wealth and passes their wealth down to their next generations. So this is very successful card of family. So you see yourself as justice here. You see yourself as being fair and equal. Other people see you as somebody who's starting a new thing. That's a seed planter right there. And it's a pentacle. So you're starting a new thing in your life. A possible outcome is that there's emotional maturity here. Maybe you're becoming a counselor. Are you studying to become some kind of counselor or psychiatrist or psychologist? That's one thing I could be seeing here. The other thing is that a possible outcome is that all parties concerned will operate with emotional maturity and realize, you know, if you all really love each other, just to have faith that, you know, let this person work out their goals. If you don't really love each other, though, if somebody's pursuing you and wants to have a serious relationship with you, and Scorpio, you're not feeling it for them, I don't mean to be judgmental here. I am being a little judgmental. Tell them. Tell them. Don't leave them hanging. That's breaking their heart. Don't leave them hanging and waiting for something that's never going to materialize. If you don't feel it for this person, there's more than one Scorpio. So possibly I am talking to a Scorpio who's not feeling it for the person who's feeling it for them. In which case, from the bottom of your Rider-Waite-Smith deck, make a little apology. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I gotta move on. You're not the one for me. It's a hard thing to say. It's a hard thing to say, and it will break their heart. But you're doing them a favor. You really are. Don't be nasty when you say it. The page has kind words, even when he's offering apology. And the King of Cups is an emotionally mature person. If they're going to let you down, they're going to do it with compassion and grace. So if that's what you need to do, please keep that in mind. What was I going to say? Sure, I was going to say, I was at first interpreting this as your own grief and loss, and that you didn't realize the extent to which it was also somebody else's grief and loss. And now I'm thinking you knew that they were suffering grief and loss. Maybe this wasn't about you. Maybe this was about them too. Or being that there is more than one Scorpio, maybe both of those things are valid depending on who we're talking about. Somebody sees you as starting something new, or they want to start something new with you. They want to start something new with you. Let me pull some clarifiers on that, Scorp. What do we got for this Page of Pentacles here? Show me the Page of Pentacles in the Scorpio reading. This is how other people view Scorpio. Give me some more detail about that, please. Thank you. Oops. Yeah, it's the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. Let me get the Page of Cups here twice. And the Ten of Swords. Oh, gosh. Somebody loves you, baby. Somebody loves you, and they are just so hurt. This does call for emotional maturity. Let's look at this Three of Swords, too. Let's look at this pain. This is a person who's very emotional. Maybe they're too emotional. Maybe that's too much for you. I don't know, Scorpio. Or maybe you are trying to pursue something right now that... Okay, Three of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Six of Cups. You've known this person for a long time. And we have the Three of Cups. You guys have been friends for a long time. Yeah? It's a person who you've known and been friends with for a long time, Scorpio. Maybe that's why it's hard too. Maybe that's why there's some confusion and some delusionment or some illusions about what's the best way to handle this. What's on the bottom? The Magician. Again, Magician twice. They have desires too. They're trying to manifest you. I think there's two magicians here. One for you, one for them. You're also trying to manifest something. But it doesn't seem to be with them. Okay, Scorpio, my best advice is to gracefully and compassionately let this person, allow this person to be clear about what's happening here and what's not happening, which will allow them to move on. Which will allow both of you to move on. This is a huge card of moving on. This could be like literally moving on, like down the street, out of town, maybe out of the country. I don't know. This could be skidding off, peeling the tires out. I'm pissed. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. It doesn't have to be. Just have compassion. That's my advice. Not that anybody ever listens to me. Okay, I'm going to pull you one more final card, and this is from, it calls itself the Akashic Record Oracle cards. I don't think they have the most beautiful cards I've ever seen, but I purchased them because I thought they had good advice. And I just got them. You are the first sign that I'm using them for. So for Scorpio, let's see what we have. Fresh start. Here's what the picture looks like. I think women are overemphasized in all cards. But actually, one of the reasons why I picked these out is that there are a lot of men in them too. However, we didn't draw one this time. So, fresh start. You are being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to the gift that you have been given. So let's just grab another deck. This is the Mara Loom Tarot. It's a nice, simple, tender, beautiful little deck. And I'm just going to ask now, seeing as I won't see you now for another month, what are the strongest potentials for the next 30 days for you? What are the strongest potentials incoming for Scorpio over the next month? Mara Loom, please tell us. For Scorpio. Thanks. And I am going to ask for jumpers. This one did flip over as I picked up the deck. It's the Seven of Wands. You might be fighting with people about something, have to defend yourself about something, or putting up boundaries. It could be maintaining boundaries. It could pertain directly to this relationship or maybe something else. That's too many, sweetheart. Give me more clarity here. What are the strongest incoming potentials for Scorpio in the next 30 days, please? We have the King of Swords. You might have to just come right out and tell somebody something. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. King of Swords. And anything else coming in for Scorpio? We have something else. It is the Four of Cups. The second time the Four of Cups is here. I think you're just not into this person. That's what it screams to me. Anything else coming in for Scorpio? You might need to admit that to yourself, Scorpio. If this is a person you've known a long time, back into your childhood, that may be a difficult thing for you to say. Okay, that's what I have. What's on the bottom of the deck? Ace of Pentacles. Something new is starting in your life. I started out this reading feeling like you were working on a higher degree. Maybe you're getting ready to graduate into it. I don't know. Maybe you're getting ready to make some money. But Scorpio, that's what I have for you. Until we meet again, I love you and take care and bye-bye.